Hey there YouTubers, Tom here from Tom's Test Kitchen, and I'm starting something today that I'm going to be finishing tomorrow. This is Chipotle's Carnitas, or it's going to be very similar to the flavor of Chipotle. It's a Mexican fast food restaurant around the country, and they make the best carnitas, which is essentially Mexican pulled pork. Now I did a bunch of research, and I kept coming up with, you know, carnitas recipes that were all very similar, but they were nothing like Chipotle's, because Chipotle, even on their website, they say that their carnitas are seasoned with juniper berries, bay leaves, thyme. They don't mention anything about cumin or orange juice or Mexican oregano or anything like that. So this, I came really close. This, I think, is very close. So I'm gonna use that basic recipe, but I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna brine this first. So what I've got here is some kosher salt, some juniper berries, and these suckers are hard to find, and they're really interesting. They have a really interesting smell. They're kind of spicy, and they have like a flavor of pine. So I got the juniper berries, I've got some bay leaves, and I've got some thyme leaves, and then I'm going to brine this overnight, and then I'm going to, before I put this on the grill, I'm actually going to do two different methods for grilling this. I'm going to pat it really dry, and then coat it with some canola oil and then some crushed black pepper. And then I'm going to sear it really quick over direct charcoal on all sides, and I'm going to move it to the side for indirect, and then I'm going to slow cook it on the smoker, probably about 3 to 4 hours, until it hits an internal temperature of like 190, and then just shred it like you would any normal pulled pork. So let me get this together and show you how I'm going to do the brine. Let's put this brine together. So here I got a half gallon of water. I got a half a cup of kosher salt, and I got 2 tablespoons of juniper berries. And with juniper berries, you want to crush them to really release the oils and the flavors. So I just want to crush these really good, and they really give off an awesome aroma. You can really smell it. It does. It smells kind of like pine. But I'm really excited to try this, because if you look on the Chipotle's website, they talk about, you know, when they describe the carnitas, it says it has juniper berries, thyme, and bay leaves. So now we're going to add a teaspoon of dried thyme. And then I had 5 bay leaves. Yeah, I was really surprised that a lot of the recipes that I've ran across, they claim that they were Chipotle carnitas, they were not even close. They had like tomatoes in it and all kinds of stuff. So now let's just swirl this around, dissolve that salt. Okay, be back to the next step. Okay, I've got a 4-pound Boston butt here. This is bone in. And I'm putting it in one of these large 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags. Just pour all that in. And then, like I always say, put it in a container, because you don't want that leaking out all over your refrigerator. So I'm just going to rotate this around. Now, I'm just going to marinate this or brine this overnight. So I will periodically rotate this around in the refrigerator, just so that I can keep the meat exposed to the brine, and rotate so that the ingredients move around. So I'm trying to get out the excess air, but it's not cooperating here. I got an idea though. Let's get one of these chip clips. Clip that sucker shut. There we go. That'll allow more of the brine to be exposed to the meat. So now I'm just going to put this in the refrigerator. Pork's been marinating, brining. So I'm just going to dump all this out. And I'm going to rinse this really. Get all these juniper berries and bay leaves off. I'm not really concerned about getting all that thyme off. I think I'm going to leave that. So I'm just going to move this over. Okay, this is just a quick shout out to Gary at Pandemonium 2K7. This is what I bought with that gift certificate, man, the Amazon gift certificate. A new trash can. I've been needing a new trash can. And this one's just perfect. I really, really do love it. Don't have to use my hands, just my foot. And it's really neat because it has this lock on it. If you got pets that like to get into your trash can, it locks it down so you can't get in. I just had to show it to you. There you go, Gary. Thanks a lot, man. Okay, patted the pork really well. Dried it off really good, so I'm just going to add some of this canola oil. Just rub it in really good. So I'm just going to season this with some cracked black pepper on all sides. Don't get those ends. Okay, I'm just going to let this sit here until I get the grill ready, and I'll be back in a few minutes when the grill is prepped. Okay, I'm going to be using a different type of charcoal than I have been, because I haven't, tell you the truth, I haven't been happy with that that lump charcoal that I've been buying. It's usually little small pieces. You might get a few good-sized chunks, but they're all inconsistent, and they pop and they crack all over the place, and it's very windy today, so I didn't want that. So I decided to try this the H-E-B's Grand Champion charcoal briquettes, and these are really good. They don't contain any chemicals or any fillers. They're really good hardwood. They're made with hardwood charcoal, hardwood lump, and you can see there's big pieces of it in there. Let me give this a try. Like I said, I haven't been happy with the lump charcoal that I've been buying. Good, grill's hot. Nice and clean. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to sear this on all sides real quick. I'm going to move it off for indirect. Okay, I've seared that pork roast on all sides. I'm going to move it over. Start the indirect cooking. Probably have to add some more charcoal here as I go, but got that going. I'm just going to put a temperature probe in to the thicker part. see you back here in a little bit. Now we just set it and forget it. Okay, it's been 4 hours. Internal temperature is up to 180. So I think it's time to bring this off. Start shredding it. Okay, here we are with the pork all done. Let's start shredding this. It is so tender. It just, oh man, and I gotta taste this. That is spot on. That is the exact same flavor as Chipotle's Carnitas. You can taste that, the subtle flavor of the juniper berries, and it has a nice salty flavor, and the black pepper from the rub before I put it on the grill, and it's got a slight smoky flavor from the charcoal, but it's not overly smoked. This is definitely the best thing. I almost think it's better than Chipotle. So now I've got it all shredded up. So now I'm going to make a Chipotle burrito bowl. I'm not going to show that now. I think you get the idea, but there you go. There's Chipotle's Carnitas. This is the recipe.